Now we want to get the latest updates this afternoon from the head of the St. Louis Metropolitan Pandemic Task Force, Dr. Alex Garza, joining us. He is also Chief Medical Officer for SSM Health. Live with us this afternoon, Dr. Garza, the St. Louis Sports Medicine COVID-19 Task Force says it's not aware at this point of a single case spread through youth sports. So why not allow high contact sports like football, for example, in St. Louis County?
Yeah, so I think the question is what is the risk that's out there for participating in sports? And so it's difficult to quantify that right now just because we are still learning new things about how COVID is spread doing different activities. I think that one of the things that gets lost is you have to take measures to mitigate risk of transmission. And so then in looking at sports, you want to look at how frequently is contact and how large are the groups and is it indoors or outdoors. And these were all of the things that I think people put into consideration when they were making these recommendations about what sports should be played and what sports should maybe wait until a more safer time. But I would point out, Claire, that the best way for us to get back to doing all of those activities that we'd like to do is to bring the entire rate down in the community. If we can do that, then we're able to do more things like playing sports.
Yeah, President Donald Trump, there's been a lot of attention on this, held a big indoor rally last night. Not a lot of social distancing, very few masks. He has the world's top medical experts obviously advising him. So should we be following the president's example or what doctors here in our area are telling us about social distancing and masks?
Well, I can only reiterate what we say very frequently in our press briefings, which is the best evidence shows us that the ways to bring transmission down or the ways to interrupt transmission are to decrease the risk of transmission. And we know that there's very good evidence to support mask wearing, social distancing, hand hygiene, cleaning surfaces, all of those things absolutely contribute to bringing transmission risk down. And so we'll continue to advocate for those approaches.
In that rally, the president also said, quote, "We are rounding the corner of COVID-19 cases." Is that what we're seeing here in the St. Louis region?
Every time I get a little bit optimistic, the pandemic they have a word in this as well. And so, right now we're at sort of a steady state, I would say, rather than, either turning a corner or even going down. We seem to be still stubborn with our admissions rates, but again, the best way to bring admissions down is to bring cases down. The best way to bring cases down is to adhere to all of those techniques that we've been talking about until we can get to a vaccine. Or till we get herd immunity in the community.
All right, Dr. Garza joining us live this afternoon with his input. Dr. Garza, thank you so much for your time. Now I want to give you